Hello and welcome to this new video. It's the Q&A time. You should probably guessed by the title of this video. So, I guess let's get started with the questions. Zero, because my name is not Barney Stinson, is How I Met Your Mother reference here. No, I do not. Probably because I don't try to. So, we'll explain the lack of that. The 37s, the 68s and the 70s are all amazing. The 37s, when they're given the beans. 68s, when they're idling the station and they're powering away. They sound splendid, they look splendid. And a 70, you can't be a 70 going full tilt and giving it the beans. I mean, a good place to see that would be the 70s that go through Banbury, because Banbury is on a curve. Speed and frequency, LNER, as you have one fast service every hour, typically calling at York, Darlington, Newcastle, Berwick and Edinburgh. And they have a slow service half an hour later, and that will then make additional, that will then stop at Peterborough, Newark, Northgate, Doncaster, York, Darlington, Durham. One train for 2 hours will stop at Northallerton, and then Newcastle, the other train for 2 hours will then call at Amthanck and Edinburgh. Yes, bizarrely I got them at Oxford, and I got more at Maidenhead. First ones I got the Weird Day at Oxford, but then I realised the Great Western probably put them there, because Great Western know that there's a lot of people travelling between London and Oxford, not just on Great Western services into London Paddington, but also on Chiltern Railway services into London Marylebone. I used this Canon PowerShot SX 510HS, and there are some videos in which I do use my Wimius Action Cam Q2, which is basically a GoPro. I haven't been on any, but once this whole COVID thing is over, I will try to travel on one of the better ones, specifically the Österreichischen Bundesbahnen Nightjet from Vienna to Zurich. Yes, I will. Once COVID's all over, I will be on a 5-day trip to mainland Europe, and I will be filming 14 trip ports over 5 days, one of which will be Sleeper, the OBB Nightjet from Vienna to Zurich. I've got Belgian content, Dutch content, German content and Swiss content all coming. And then I've got the Eurostar coming as well. Eurostar content as well. So I'd have to say, well, as much as I like the 455s and 456s, I'd have to say the 707s because when the first group in MTR took over the Southwestern franchise and South West Trains was no more and Southwestern Railway began, the 707s have been in service less than a week, and yet Southwest Railway want to get rid of them in favour of new Class 701 adventures that are based on the Crossrail trains. But I would also like to see the 442s staying. I've not been on one. I was going to go on like last week in March 2020, but I couldn't because of COVID. My favourite stations are London Paddington, York and Bristol Temple Meads. London Paddington and Bristol Temple Meads because, well, they're classic Brunel stations and they've retained a lot of their original architecture despite being expanded and modernised. And Paddington having the catenary, so the wires go up. It still retains that Brunel-esque station. And York because amongst the vast variety of stock that goes to York, you've got two Trans-Pennines Nova, two members of the Trans-Pennine Nova fleet. So you've got the 802 Nova 1s and the Nova 3s. So the 802s go up to like Newcastle, Edinburgh and Liverpool and Manchester, and then you've got the Nova 3s, the likes of Manchester, Liverpool and Scarborough, along with Northern Sprinters, Turbostars, LNER, Azumas, Mark Fortets, Grand Central Atalantes, most of cross-country, all the cross-country fleet with the exception of the 170s, so that's the 220 Voyagers, the 221 Super Voyagers and the HSTs. And in mid-May last year I was going to go up to those three stations in one day, and I was actually booked on a HST but had to cancel because of COVID. Strangest thing, I wasn't filming, but I was about an hour outside Dusseldorf and I was on like a true high-speed line to a local station, just waiting for a local train to go back to the airport, and about 2 or 3 people who were oblivious to the subway linking the platforms together crossed the tracks, and they were lucky that an ICE was not set to go through it around 125, 150 miles an hour for another around 5 minutes. So, but if they timed it wrong and then they would have been killed. Whilst out filming, not really had any strange experiences. Although it'd have to be, I was on the Reading bound platform at Reading West, and a Voyager type train of cross country came through, and I wasn't expecting the to give a 2-turn, and yeah, that's on camera as well. So I'm gonna unlist that video, but I'll put a link in the description down below. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this video here. Subscribe to the Shorts channel, go buy some merchandise, and support on Patreon. This week's trip report is the South Western Railway Class 158 from Southampton Airport Parkway to Southampton Central, calling at Swaithling and St Denis. Was it St Denis and Swaithling? I think it's... Let me have my map and I'll say it is... I can get down to Southampton, Swaithling and then St Denis, before coming into Southampton Central. So, like the video, subscribe, all the usual stuff, and I will see you soon for a new video. Bye bye.